Next week, members of the All Elite Wrestling roster will descend upon Kansas City, Missouri, a city rich in the history of professional wrestling. And how will they honor this rich history of professional wrestling in Kansas City, Missouri? Why, they're going to cover every single fan in the arena and all kinds of ooey, gooey, viscous, possibly tangy goodness. And let me be perfectly honest, if you've ever been covered in tangy goodness, you're going to have several questions. You're going to question why you didn't use protection. You're going to question, if you're a woman, why you didn't use plan B. And you're going to wonder, if you had sex and you get chlamydia, will you die? Chlamydia. And a tangy goodness has a strange, a smell. Can you smell that smell? Because winter is coming. And many other fans will when they see one particular match on the card. But before that, I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Dynamite from the Fishers Event Center in Fisher, Indiana. Once me, 7,500 seating capacity. And I'm not sure on the final total yet, but according to WrestleTix, in the lead up a couple days ago, they had close to 3,000 tickets sold. And look, whatever the final number was, the crowd was pretty goddamn electric. Dun, 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 dun. Running smaller venues like this is smart. Market yourselves well. And if you only get 3,000 to 4,000 people in like a 7,500 or even a 6,000 seat arena, it sounds better. It just reverberates. The towns will be more motivated. This was good. There were things I didn't like on this show, but that was at least nice. Running smaller people, just run smaller buildings. There's nothing wrong with doing that. That doesn't mean that the company isn't doing well. It just means they're being smarter. Scaling back is a smart move. And the towns will be more motivated when there are, a good chunk of fans that are into the action. So anyway, if they ever try to run another show here, they have a few places like that they could run, like the ShoWare Center in Kent. So anyway, the crowd was already louder than last week. More Not G1 action, the Continental Classic. So graphics with, rapid fire flashing records, and we have Shelton Benjamin against Kyle Fletcher with Don Callis on commentary. Remember, no seconds are allowed at ringside, but if your manager's on commentary, that's okay. Whatever, it's fine. So it's a Blue League match. Look, I'm going to try to be as kind as I can here, but I fucking had it with the goddamn commentary. I don't mind Shivani, but Shivani probably shouldn't be doing commentary in 2024. Excalibur is fucking lost in the weeds. Don Callis, he was just there to talk about Kyle Fletcher. Matt Menard is one of the worst motherfucking commentators I have ever heard in my goddamn life. A former wrestler turned commentator. It sounds like he's trying to do a bad Nasty Boys impression with like a bad Kevin Sullivan impression. I don't know what the fuck he's trying to do. The fucking goddamn little idiot that is the same height, standing up or sitting down. He can't fucking work anymore or whatever. I don't care how nice he is backstage. Certain people cannot do certain things. The commentary is show killing. It is show shattering. This is absolutely an abomination. Randy Newman was goddamn right. That's all I'm going to say. Somebody needs to basically tell Matt, if you can't do this right, just don't fucking do this anymore. Tony Khan needs to learn to say no. Because stuff like this is going to cause people to not want to tune in. You need commentary that is actually competent. So anyway, stupid Rick Knox. Look, this was a well-worked match. Kyle is trying to get more into this heel role. Shelton is a natural talent. Shivani and Callis argue because that's what we need from our fucking commentary team. So Ospreay is better chance. Shelton, Shelton did some good stuff here. He did toss, Kyle, from the barricade to the ring apron and even into the steps. We got a near count out. We got some good counters. We got some Germans by Shelton. So this was well worked. And then we got a roll up using the ropes. 1, 2, 3. And Kyle got a victory. Okay, I didn't mind that. Except Rick Knox totally would have seen what Kyle was doing. Because Rick Knox doesn't know how to do shit like that. Doesn't know how to do shit where he shouldn't see it. Whatever. But you know what? Kyle and Shelton were working with a handicap of the worst professional wrestling referee going. Juice is out with a broken fibula. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I just want him to be healthy. He just came back from a back injury. Now he's out again. He's out at least till Revolution. Actually, he's probably out till about Double or Nothing. It just depends on the severity. Garcia and Okada recaps from Collision. I did tape that and I did record it. I did see that match. It was what it was. So Hook wants to fight Christian Cage and Nick Wayne. They show up. Jesus Shayna is all I'm going to say. And she looks good. And she's really nice. Nick, so thrilled for him. I always say the fact that I got to see him at so many indie shows when he was just up and coming well before he was 18 and just getting to talk to him. His attitude is he wants to learn. I'm thrilled for Nick Wayne. I'm just not thrilled for this feud because I think Nick Wayne and Hook could be okay, but this Christian Cage stuff doesn't work for me. They did a concerto on Hook's hand and wrist and whatever. And then Renee talked to Mercedes. Fucking go to Hollywood. Go to Hollywood, you waste of goddamn money. You unmotivated, stupid fucking twat. You don't deserve the money that Tony Khan has given you. Tony Khan might as well set the goddamn money on fire. And yeah, the match with Statlander was pretty good. The match with Vancouver was pretty good. But every time she talks, it makes me wish that this show didn't have commentary at all. That it didn't have dialogue. That everybody fell mute. Because I want to hear this goddamn unmotivated, untalented, unable to sound genuine, stupid fucking twat that has stupid goddamn ideas and apparently has her own writer because she can't come up with anything on her own because she's a fucking clueless bitch. But go to Hollywood. They have plenty of untalented twats. They get plenty of goddamn roles. Gal Gadot's been doing it for years. Go be like Gal Gadot and be a disingenuous bitch. I don't want to hear her anymore. It's not because she's a heel. She fucking sucks. When she showed up at Dynamite, I was just like, you know what? Just cut her mic. Just fucking cut her mic. CEO, and this is a little bit later. It's a bad time to be CEO. Yeah, it's a bad time to fucking want to see Mercedes Moné. I'm glad that WWE did not bring her back, because god damn it. Anyway, MVP yells at Shelton, that's not what we do. Then they beat up security and said, that's what we do. Okay. And then the Dynamite dozen battle royal. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Action Andretti. You had Dante Martin, you had Darius, you had Mark Davis, you had Rocky Romero, you had The Butcher, you had Leo Rush, and you had Evil Uno, and you had Brian Cage. You had Lance Archer also. Cole and O'Reilly were the last two, and they will face off, and the winner will face MJF later. You thought I was going to pay attention to this goddamn match. A match that Evil Uno was in 2024 on cable television. For every good thing that Tony Khan wants to do, and I am grateful for AEW. I have loved, going to these AEW shows, except he killed fucking Washington State with the end of Wrestle Dream 2024, that is. But I'm grateful for AEW. But every time it seems like anything good is going on, he shoots himself in the foot. The vast majority of people do not care about this thing with MJF and Adam Cole, and Kyle O'Reilly cutting more promos is not a good idea. They need better feuds. They need Tony Khan to step the fuck away and have actual people that know what they're doing involved in creative. Julia Hart presents a horror short set to like Billie Eilish, themes. I almost expected Billie Eilish to say, "You should see me in a crown." What was this and why was this? Why? Caster has annoyed too many people, and he doesn't have it anymore. He mentioned this. It's a cheap heat ironically about Swerve's house, and then even though he got a flurry against Swerve basically beat the shit out of him, hit him with a few house calls, and then got a 3, and then stomped on Caster. And I gotta be honest, if they just put Bowens as a single and push Caster into oblivion, I'll be happy with that. Because his gimmick has gotten stale, and I don't think it could just be for, television, but apparently he ain't the nicest guy backstage. Swerve wants to close out 2024 properly. MJF is in at a bar. I'm imagining they taped all this stuff in one sitting because he's filming some movies. Talking about Cole. Please stop with this feud. Please stop. It wasn't good after Cole broke his foot, and the devil stuff was terrible, and it has just gotten worse. A butterfly effect. How Mox's reign is on Cole. I'm sorry, but they're making me not want to watch MJF. Because he's not a fucking magician. He's great at what he does. He is one of the best at what he fucking does, but he is not a fucking magician. I wanted a magician to make this next thing disappear. Not necessarily the match, but just, the aftermath. But Jay White took on Pac. Pissant Yuta is there. I'm going to call him Pissant Yuta because he looks like a pissant that should be sitting on the other side of the barricade with the fans. His purpose apparently is to get beat up. The difference is you can have flunkies and groups that... People to think that, that's fine. You can think that all you want. But just honest to God, this guy is a joke. And they keep using him and trying to push him, and it doesn't work. I don't care if he's a nice guy. This is not fucking charity. Apparently Jay had a bad foot, and that's why he was out during the summer. I'm glad he recovered. Later, Pac took a DDT that I thought literally broke his neck. Great bump there, but he was holding his head. I was glad he's okay. Counters. White was bleeding. He got locked in the brutalizer, but got to the ropes. Yuta hit a knee outside, but because he is an ineffective pissant and a waste, still Blade Runner 1, 2, 3, and then got his discount. NWO bullshit. John Moxley is, honest to God, reaching levels that I never thought he would. This stuff is not helping AEW. It hasn't been helping AEW. It's not, we want to see this group get beat. It's like, no, this is bad. This is really, really fucking bad. And if you can't have the man just haul off and smack Marina Shafir, then you shouldn't have her involved. I'm not advocating for that, but you shouldn't have her involved. Get Willow involved. Get somebody else involved in creative that can tell Moxley, your ideas fucking suck and you are not nearly as smart as you think you are. And he's approaching goddamn 40 and they think that, this guy is somebody that we should push. I was all on board for Moxley to be in AEW and I'm glad that he got clean. I really am. But Jesus. Hangman shows up and then the cameraman attacks Mox and it's Orange Cassidy. And then we get a fracas. And then Christian is lurking with his contract. Why on God's green earth is any of this going on? I mean, people popped when Orange Cassidy showed up. Okay, congratulations. Indiana, you cheered Orange Cassidy. Whatever. The Hoosiers deserve to lose every single championship opportunity they ever had because you cheered this. No, I don't care. Orange Cassidy is like the least offensive thing in this whole thing. And then they cut to a World's End pre-tape, which honestly they should have shown that before this whole thing, but whatever, it's fine. Mox had a flare. He's signaling, that we need creative help. Jamie looks amazing. Just amazing. She wants to right some wrongs and she will knock Julia out. Can she knock out whoever is okay in this creative stuff? Jericho then did some stupid news thing in a cowboy hat, and I kept thinking, God, I wish Art the Clown had killed him for real. Apparently Bandito is coming back. Good for him. I actually totally forgot about Bandito. Anna Jay and Penelope had a match where they certainly tried. They certainly tried to lay stuff in, and Penelope isn't awful. I'm glad she's back after a 2-year hiatus. And Anna's time in Stardom has helped, but... she hit some kind of... I thought she was going to hit a Widow's Peak, but she picked her up and then dropped her down. Thought she was going to, hit a gory special. And there you go, 1, 2, 3. Was what it was. Anna then called out Mercedes. Because that's what I want to fucking hear, is this goddamn untalented twat talk. Not Anna Jay. I think Anna tried. And the worst thing is, and I talked about this with a friend of mine, is the instant that Mercedes loses the TBS title, she's going to go for the world title, the women's title, and it's going to be a disaster. She doesn't fucking deserve it. They have how many ever millions Khan gave her a year, and whatever, it's his money, I don't care. He could have invested in so many other women, given them a bonus, brought in a few other women that were vastly more talented, shored up their women's division, or he could have a fucking albatross with a bunch of stupid wigs and a bunch of stupid goddamn outfits, propping her up as this great character that she's really not, because she's not any fucking good. But no, he decided, whatever, go ahead. You'll get diminishing returns with this dumb broad. So Renee is with Mariah May, who basically tells her to sit down. Do you have any friends? And then she's just all upset. And then suddenly we see Mina Shirakawa in the background, but it's actually a mirror. So no, she's right here. She's going to smash Mariah in the face, but then says, do it to my face. I'm not thinking it. Shut up. And then she's like, winter is coming, make me work. I've seen movies start like this. I like Mina Shirakawa, and I like what Mariah May brings to the table. They're trying. It's like in a whole other universe, but they're trying. Brody and Claudio had a match that went a little bit too long. They had an overrun. It's a Gold League match. And so we eventually got some big man stuff. Brody kept getting his hand worked on because I believe that was the hand that had previously been broken. He had a nice superplex. We got some chops and strikes. A barricade missed bump, a near count out. Bryce could have counted to about 30 or 300 possibly. And then, oh no, Brody suddenly got hit with a low blow when he was about to win and got hit with the neutralizer 1, 2, 3. There were parts I liked, but God, this show is getting difficult to watch. So if there are breaks that I take from Dynamite, because I've already taken quite a few breaks from Raw and SmackDown, Dynamite, AEW in general, is driving me away. If I didn't get the package, the 2-pack of Full Gear and World's End, I would even debate about watching World's End. They got to fix some shit, and they got to fix some shit fast. Nevertheless, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland, and I'll see you soon.